Hey girl, hey. This is your girl Wineglass and Chill, and let's talk about washing clothes and clutteredness and having motivation to do clothes. Okay, clothes used to really give me very bad anxiety. Like, I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I used to hate washing. I love my clothes to be clean, but I hate washing clothes. Okay, I love for them to be soapy. Like, I love once they in the washer, but I hate folding them, putting them away. That's my biggest struggle, okay? But let me give y'all some motivation. So I noticed, like, if I stay on top of my clothes, less clutter in my house is visible, okay? Me staying on top of my clothes. I have 6 people in my house. So I'm always having laundry. And if I could, I would do laundry every day if it didn't have to be like this. But right now, this is just a week worth of clothes. And y'all, it's a lot of work. Like, it's just a week, and I have 2 buckets, and I think I have a bag. I don't know for sure on this one. But what I'm using is that I'm using my Arm& Hammer, the purple kind. I love this smell. And I'm using some soap that's like Ariel Downy. That's what I'm using, and it smells so good with this Armor Hammer. So if you guys want your clothes to smell so good, use the Downy. I think it's called Lavender, Calm Lavender. In like the beads, the washing beads, use that in the washer, and then use the Arm& Hammer, the purple kind, and then I use the Ariel Downy. Oh my God, it smells so good. And I also use the Downy's dryer sheets. My clothes, when you walk in the door, you can smell me. I smell so good, and that's how I want my kids. I want my husband to smell like. I want me to smell like y'all. If y'all did not know, I have 4 kids and a husband, and our house is always busy. I have a 1-year-old that gets into everything, so I have to constantly wash his clothes too. So yeah, it's a lot of work. And let me tell y'all, the best feeling is to have clean clothes in your house. Y'all, so I got my clothes in the washer, and this is how it looks, and I love it. I got it right this time, y'all. If my clothes don't look soapy, they're not clean. I'm sorry. This is just how I am. They don't look like this, and they don't smell clean, they're not clean to me. So that's what it is. All right, y'all. So let me tell y'all how much washing is. It's so expensive, and sometimes I be struggling. But I always try to get my clothes washed every once a week since I'm living in an apartment, and it's much easier to do it this way. So with the large washer that I just pulled out, it was $10 to wash this load, and then the smaller ones that's next to it is $6 to wash. So that's what I did. And I used 2 small ones, so 2 $6 ones and one $10 one. So, and I separated my clothes. So what I am doing now is I'm using a dryer sheet. So I'm actually the one that's in the $10 one. I'm putting all my clothes in this a big dryer. This dryer right here is a $3.50 dryer for 30 minutes. So I usually put mine on for 40 to almost 45, almost 50 minutes because it's a lot of clothes. Okay, y'all. So yeah, this is what I'm doing. So the dark loads is in this one dryer, and then I'm going to get the cream load, and I'm going to put it in a $3 one too, so 350. And then I'm going to put my white loads in a small dryer, which is $1.25. And also, I want to tell you guys that I use the $6 one because they don't have a smaller one. They do have like a $3 one, but it does not wash as good as I like. It doesn't pour a lot of water. Those white little washers right there that you see on the screen, y'all, Those are not good. So I'd rather spend $3 more to get my whites clean. And if you guys did not know me as Wineglass, my whites have to be white. I do not play when it comes to my laundry. Like, my creams better be color creams. My darks better be darks. I do not mix my clothes. I don't like them looking dingy. And this is how I was taught to separate the clothes. And I feel like I'm getting a lot better. I didn't used to be like this, y'all. I swear I used to be cluttered. But I feel like being cluttered is really has to do with your clothes and paper. That's all I feel like being cluttered is, and not being organized. So one step by just washing your clothes can like really help with decluttering your whole house. So that's what I've been trying to do, stay up on my clothes. But the only struggle that I have, y'all, is taking them out the bucket. And it's crazy to me because I'm so specific about my clothes. I don't play about my clothes. I rather wash them and put them up because I want my clothes to be pink. Like you see how Malaysia purple pants is still purple. I do not play. So a fun fact is I let Bae go wash clothes and he did pretty good, but he mixed clothes and I don't play that. Like, I'm so like, this is probably why I do everything myself, because I don't play when it comes down to my clothes. So basically right now is that I'm folding everybody clothes, and I try to fold everybody clothes in sets. So I hang up everybody clothes in sets. Nobody clothes are not hung up in sets unless it's me and my husband clothes. So, and that's what I do. But I think I'm gonna start hanging my clothes up in sets too, because I have to leave out for work most of the time, and then I might have to do my husband clothes in sets too. So if he has to get up, he can always have a set of clothes with, you know, the shirt with the pants, so he won't have to go digging. So that's my next decluttering thing that I'm gonna do far as with laundry. But I really love like clean clothes, but I hate folding them. I hate putting them away. I love the smell of them. I love to put them in the washer and put the soap and stuff in the washer, but I hate taking them out and I hate bringing them back in the house. I don't know, that's just me being picky. But my kids got a lot of clothes. And another thing that I struggle with, not just me, but my kids, sometimes they don't put their clothes in a dirty clothes basket. So even though I clean their room, I don't know where they're putting their clothes. They could be putting them in a toy basket. I don't know. And then I have to get on them like, hey, you know, y'all missing clothes. The thing that I love about washing and staying organized with clothes is that I can see who has holes in their clothes. I can see who wore this day, what worked and what not worked. And I could see like who has these many socks and who needs more underwear. Like, it's so organized. Malaysia usually always have holes in her pants, and I don't know why. Nayori is too. I think they just ride. They, you know, they're like, you know, they're playing on the floor and stuff, and they always get holes in their pants. So that's what I do. So I actually hung this up in a set too. So I fold every piece of clothes before I go back in the house, because just in case I don't take them out of the bucket, and really that's me, they won't get taken out the bucket until it's next time to wash. And that's wrong, but I need to get better. But I fold them so they won't get wrinkled, okay? And then they'll still be in set. So when I do put them up, all I have to do is be like, okay, here is the sweater and the pants that go with the shirt. So, you know, I won't have to worry about that. So that's what I do far as like really trying to stay organized with my family. With 6 people in one household and a cat, so I do have a cat in a household, it can be very, like, if you do not organize your clothes, it can be like clothes everywhere. I remember, like, I had everything everywhere. I used to fold my clothes and put them in baskets, but I realized that once I fold my clothes and put them not even in baskets, but even in like, a organized drawer, it still seems to be like somehow the kids will go in there and mess it up, and it will be so, everything will be everywhere again. And then my depression or anxiety, whichever one, I don't want to see it, I don't want to deal with it, and then I won't clean the clothes until it gets really, really, really bad. And I know that's bad, but I just want to tell y'all that tell your mind, like, okay, let me get a little organized. Start by one day. Start by washing your clothes, okay? Just start by this. If your house is a complete mess, because sometimes my house is a complete mess, start with washing your clothes and organizing it. And it could be a lot, because even me moving and trying to organize clothes, I don't even want to deal with it. So I get it. It's just that we have to come up with a system, and we have to be more strict on ourselves. Like, okay, this is the day I'm going to wash, and I don't care what nobody say, especially if you do not have a washer and dryer in your house. So that's what I was going to do. But I was going to wash like twice a week, but that's not really in my schedule. And I know a lot of people don't have that in their schedule if they work too, like me. I work, and I had to do this in between my time, but it's okay. I got it done, and this is the least thing that I have to worry about. So my dark loads of my clothes is always bigger than any load that I ever have. I have the smallest white load, and then my medium is my cream colors. And then my biggest load, like, of all time is my dark loads. So that's what I do. So yes, I fold everybody clothes in sets, and then I will hang them up in sets. And then when I am folding, I try to be so organized that I put all the towels in one spot, all the kids' socks and underwears in the same pile. So when I do put them away, I won't have to worry about socks, because I used to not organize the socks at all. But then I realized once I did not organize the socks, my depression would come up, and I'd be like, you know what? It's too much. So what I do is I try to alleviate anything that has to feel like it's too much. So I always try to organize the socks and the underwears like soon as I'm, like right now, you see I'm looking at the socks now, and I just, soon as I get them, I put them up. Like, that's what it is. But it be so rough, y'all. And I know a lot of people struggle with this, because I know a lot of people comment and say, Wineglass, you are so motivational. And I'm happy that I'm giving y'all this motivational content, because when I was struggling, I didn't know, like, I seen a lot of cleaning videos, but I didn't know that these cleaning videos can really make and motivate me to get up. So I want you guys to get up and, try something new. It feels so good once you get into a routine and okay, I need to go washing on Fridays. I need to put the clothes up and, have a cleaning routine. Make sure you declutter. I feel like all of that makes your mental so much better. And a lot of people said that on here, like, if your house is clean, your mental is better. And it is true. I'm not gonna lie to you, it is very true, and that your mental is very, like, it weighs on your mental. But I feel like clothes is the biggest thing that I shut out of, because I feel like it clutters so fast. Like, clothes clutter so fast because your kids is taking the clothes off and you don't have the strength to put them in the washer, or or you don't have the funds to go to a laundromat. Y'all, I spend $40 every time I go washing. Like, who has that money every time to go washing? I just said, I use 2 6 loads, and then a $10 one, and then I have the dried, which is 350, and then a 125, and this is on a good day. What happened if I would have waited 2 more days? Then 2 more days would have equaled up to almost $50 to wash. Like, it is so expensive, and sometimes we just we struggle with this. I struggle with this, and that's why I try to encourage everybody to get it done. Even if you can't, at least try to organize it in a way that, okay, I'm gonna wash these and I'm gonna leave these. But what I do is I try to wash, even though the kids have clothes, I try to wash and try to stay up on it. Another thing too is that I used to always be like, I'm gonna wash when all my kids' clothes are dirty. That right there is a no for me now, because it's so much clothes to wash once I wait until all my kids don't have nothing. Then I have to force myself to go washing, and then my kids don't have nothing for the next day. Then I'm scrambling and looking. Another thing is that once you get into a rhythm and a routine of hanging them up, I really stress about hanging. Is the best way to declutter your clothes is hanging your clothes up. Like, hanging them up. Like, I don't care if it's the pants, hanging them up would declutter all the clutter. I don't care what it is. It declutters like a lot. And I never thought that, because at first I'm like, I don't want to deal with hanging, because if you start from zero, it is a lot of work. If you never hung clothes before, it's a lot of work, y'all, and it's a lot of mental to do that. But start little by little. Just be like, okay, I'm gonna do this right now, and then I'm gonna do this tomorrow. So that's what I've been trying to do. Like, that's what I did first when I first got organized with clothes. I'm not going to say I'm perfect, but it is a lot better than what it was before, because it used to be so terrible. But now I got a rhythm and a routine of getting my clothes clean, and I'm so happy with myself. And I want to show y'all that it is possible to get your stuff uncluttered, especially clothes, washing clothes. I really feel like if you have more than 10 laundry, like if you have more than 2 full baskets of laundry, just go to the laundromat and get it all over with, instead of using your washer and dryer. Because using your washer and dryer, you got to constantly remember to change it, and then you can be like, oh, you know what, I don't even have the strength to do it. So just do it all at once, fold it all at once, and then once you knock that out, then you can start putting them away, so you won't have to feel like it's so much. And I'm just trying to give y'all the key points of, you won't have to worry about having too much to do, and then you won't have to feel like your mental is really playing a mental part of it, because that is exactly how I feel. Like, it's our mental, it's our brain telling us it's too much, but let's do something. Let's work on half of it so it won't be too much, so you can get declutterized. Because that's what I had to do. I had to do half and half. Even if my whole house is cluttered, I have to do 1 bedroom at a time, and that's all I have to do. Like, for real, 1 bedroom at a time, and it might take a whole week, but just do at your own pace. But with clothes, it's so easy to stay organized with clothes if you stay on a routine, if you stay consistent. I know sometimes it's hard to wash when you don't have money, but it's okay. Just do what you can for right now, and then once you do have the money, start to get your mind together so you can be ready to declutter all your clothes and put them up and hang them up. I also use non-slip hangers. They like they not they have like, it's like fabric on it. And so I use that because my kids will go through the closet and they will play in the closet and all their clothes will be on the floor because I don't know what they do. But I use the non-slip hangers because they are so worth it, and they don't slip. Okay? Because I feel like the other ones just slip. And so that's what I do. Far as hanging up, I use the non-slip hangers, and I invested in so many of them. I think I brought like $40 of them. You can get at Walmart, you can get for I think $15, you can get 40 of them for 15. So, or you can go to Ross and get some too, but you'll get different colors. But yeah, y'all, this is all the laundry I had, and it was so much for 1 week. Okay, 1 week worth of clothes. I love y'all. I will see y'all on the next one. Deuces.